Hello and welcome to the first lecture from Capture Mastery. In this lecture, we're going to talk about the lead magnet. This is what I call this valuable piece of information that you are exchanging in return of an email or an opt-in from a prospective customer. You can also call it a freebie, lead magnet, whatever you want to call it. But in this case, I'm just going to stick to this term, lead magnet. So, what's important for you when you think of designing a lead magnet for your website? First of all, think of a memorable name. Think of something which people will be interested and curious about. So, some that work particularly well for me and for other people in this business are names which relate to something a little bit negative, a little bit relating to the doubts that we all have in ourselves, the hesitation. So, for example, the 10 mistakes 99% of digital marketing managers make nowadays with Facebook ads. I know it sounds long and specific, but this is exactly what it should be. It must be specific. It must talk to a particular curious factor in humans. So let's say you are a digital marketing manager. You're afraid that you might not be doing the best job. You could be doing better. 99% of the people that you're competing with don't know this secret that you're going to find out from this freebie. And even though it sounds cheesy and you think that people really believe that? Oh, yes, they do. And especially when it's free and nobody's watching, you will see that people are really, really curious, especially with things that are talking to their doubts. Another example could be you've probably seen such ads which talk about the top secret which pharmaceutical companies haven't shared with 99% of the public. So if you are thinking of losing weight or you're suffering from some kind of sickness, you want to know what this is, even though nobody's watching. So nobody's judging you whether this is cheesy or fake or spammy. A lot of people will have no resistance when it comes to downloading that kind of information because they're on their own. They're just online browsing around and they see this message which talks to their doubts, to something that they've been thinking about, and it makes them curious. Second, as I said, it has to be specific. There is no other way. It must be talking about something very specific. And actually, this makes the process much easier for you because you don't have to write something big and elaborate or create some long video. You can just focus on one small thing. You know your market best, so think of something which people are usually struggling with most and just focus on this. Then it must speak to a desired end result. As I said, let's say in the example that you are a digital marketing manager and you see this kind of message which is talking about all the mistakes that digital marketing managers now are making, and you want to be better professional. So this is why it speaks to your sense of embetterment. You don't want to make this mistake which 99% of the people are doing. Or if you want to be in better physical shape, you want to know what pharmaceutical companies are hiding from you. Or let's say if you are in real estate, you want to know what this missed opportunity is which nobody knows about. So it all talks to a perspective which is good for you, which is desired, and speaks to your sense of achievement, something that you want to accomplish at the end. Then it must be easily and quickly consumed. This is very important because you don't want to create a product which takes a month for the customer to consume. So, for example, a book which is very complicated and probably it's really valuable, but it will take too much time and probably they will never gonna finish it. Let's face it, people usually never finish a long book in less than a month. So this is why I would recommend you to create a product which is consumable within 5 minutes to 1 hour, no more. it must be something very simple. It also makes your life easier. So infographics work very well, video tutorials, any kind of easily consumable material, maybe just one page article, something which is not too long and too difficult to comprehend. Why? Because if you have something that's taking so much time, then in the meantime, you cannot do business with this person because they're still busy consuming your free product. They're not ready to buy from you the one that you offer for money. Then must create positive expectation. So this is the biggest buying emotion that we all have. We all buy things because we expect them to improve our life in some way. As I said, speaking of a desired end result, this must be a positive end result, of course. You are, let's say you are a digital marketer and you're looking for this secret. Let's say maybe you are struggling with your social media campaigns, and then you see this message which is talking about the most common mistakes which all other people are doing, and you think, well, probably I'm making also the same mistakes. So then it creates a positive expectation in you. Then you will be able to solve this. Maybe you'll be able to sell more, your campaigns will perform better, or in the health case, you are looking to lose some weight and you will find out what is making you fat. So this creates a positive expectation in you and you want to know further. Then high perceived value. This is a tricky one. When you think of value, I would ask you to imagine two white t-shirts. One t-shirt is from Chanel. It's all white. It just has the Chanel logo in the corner. It's an original Chanel t-shirt. And the other one is the same one. It doesn't have the logo. It's just a simple white t-shirt with another logo which nobody has seen. The one without the known logo costs $1 and the Chanel costs $200. So they are exactly the same material, but what makes people pay 200 times more for a t-shirt, for a very basic product, just because of one logo? What is this? It's because of the high perceived value that everything related to this brand has. Of course, some of their products are definitely have higher value because of the materials and because of the design. But let's say, in example of a white t-shirt, every big brand has a line of white t-shirts which cost much more than any white t-shirt you could buy from any other brand or any other non-branded white t-shirt. So the reason why they cost more is because they have a high perceived value which these brands are exploiting on. In the same way with your freebie or lead magnet, you should think of creating something with a high quality. So if you are designing a book, let's say, a book cover must be done by a professional designer. Or you can hire someone. I can show you free resources where you can hire people for very cheap, or you can use free online software which designs really beautiful pre-designed templates for book covers, and you can use that. There is a lot of resource online which you can use, and you can do that very cheaply. You don't have to spend too much for this free product that you're going to be offering. If, let's say, you are doing a video, make sure that you are very active, you're giving good information on the video, you are talking well, you're well dressed, the quality is good, the sound is good, the presentation is good. So even though it's a free product, make sure that it talks of good value, because normally when people see something for free, they don't expect much. So actually it will be very easy for you to exceed this expectation that they don't have, basically. And then the aha moment. I call it the aha moment when you basically provide something which most of the people would expect that they have to pay for in a free content. So it could be a valuable piece of information. It could be something which is really important that you don't normally share with everybody. It can be something which it's normally part of a paid product that you have, like, for example, a few chapters from a book which otherwise costs a lot and you're giving away for free. So this aha moment kind of excites people because this is something that they didn't expect. This makes them feel privileged that first they found this product, they haven't lost their time just browsing around, they found something useful, something valuable with high quality, which is talking to their doubts and needs, which is expecting positive result. It has a positive expectation in them. It speaks to them in so many psychological levels that they just cannot resist not downloading it, and they don't mind leaving away their email address to you.